Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here talking about some NFL news, so we're going to get right into it here. So, I'm going to do a quick one before Thursday Night Football kicks off here in about 20 minutes. So, Bills defensive end Ed Oliver leads the NFL pressures 41 at defense and pressure rate, 16.8% among all defensive tackles. Oliver signed a 4-year, $68 million contract extension this offseason. Some question him receiving that contract, when 25-year-old actually plays best football now after he got that 4-year, $68 million contract. I'm living up to that contract. So his money well spent. He's an elite talent. That contract's going to be gold when you look at some of the other deals for defensive tackles. He has a great contract. He's playing some of his best football right now. So the Bengals and Ravens inactives. Some notable inactives for both teams. First, we'll start for Baltimore. Left tackle Ronnie Stanley is out, and cornerback Marlon Humphrey is out. For Cincinnati, T. Higgins, wide receiver, is out, and defensive end Sam Hubbard out. So those are some notable inactives for this game tonight. Big division matchup between the Bengals and the Ravens. So trending, hashtag Bills wide receiver. Stephon Diggs talks about his brother's social media post claiming from the lead of the Bills, quote, "I'm not responsible for how any other people feel. Anybody in this room for that matter, a reporter, a player, even my own brother. I love my brother, and the space my brother's coming from is my family. You want to know how he feels, you gotta take it up with him. Quote, putting me in a position or me having a conversation with my brother, that's in-house family rule. But for me, I can't combat or answer all the questions as to why. That's something you're going to have to ask my brother. Brothers stick up for each other, it's simple as that. So I'll let you know. It's a fair point. I mean, you can ask him. I feel like he handled... I don't know how else you could handle this, but... This, I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, if you want to ask somebody, ask him. So, update. ESPN's analyst RG3 says the hashtag Browns should sign him and make him the starting QB this season following Deshaun Watson's season-ending injury. Quote, I still run a 4.340 time. Bro's knee would explode again. That wouldn't be a good idea, Mr. Robert Griffin III. Your knee would explode. He's smoking that good. Him playing QB in 2023 would be like Celtic Shaq. No, it wouldn't be worth it. He would get injured. It wouldn't be worth it, man. Well, yeah, he could probably still run fast, but would it be worth it if he hurt his knee? No. So, the 49ers have worked out former hashtag Chargers first-round cornerback Jason Verrett following his release from the hashtag Texans per The Wire. Verrett played on the Niners from 2019 to 2022, although he missed 51 out of 66 possible games due to injuries. The 49ers will probably sign him back, to be honest. Because he played in the Niners from 2019 to 2022, he probably already knows the system, so they won't be surprised if they sign him and actually kept him. So the Bears have waived running back Darrynton Evans. Update, hashtag Dolphins star rookie running back Devon Achane will play week 11 against the hashtag Raiders per at Schultz report. He has ran for 560 yards on only 30 carries a season, 12.1 yards per carry. Well, I bet his fantasy owners are happy hearing that news that he's back this week. So some big news against the Raiders. But also we got another update per the team. Hashtag Dolphins wide receiver Robbie Anderson. The Dolphins have waived wide receiver Robbie Chosen per the team. I swear he's been released now from like every team he's played for at this point. Per your report, hashtag Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown will be featured in the unannounced sequel for Netflix's quarterback series. Cameras have been following St. Brown for months while making the show, sources tell Justin Rogers. A lot of NFL QBs apparently declined to do the QB version this year, so it appears Netflix is pivoting to other positions. It isn't clear who else will be on this. Who do you think should be on it? I mean, it's kind of honestly a blessing in disguise. It would be really cool to see other position groups, like wide receiver, with as many different players and personalities instead of someone just other than quarterbacks. So apparently, Fox's Carissa Thompson reveals that she makes up sideline reports during NFL games sometimes when a coach wouldn't come out to talk to her at halftime or when it was too late and she didn't want to screw up the real report. That's not good for credibility purposes, saying, oh yeah, I just make up stuff at halftime. Admitting you just make up things coaches say is pretty wild. Because that's not good for your credibility. People are not going to take you as credible. I don't know, it doesn't even make sense. If they have nothing to say, then they shouldn't go to the sideline reporters. It's just unacceptable. Ain't no way. Insane. Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh has accepted his 3-game suspension. Oh no, how will they recover? They're totally going to lose a game. They're not going to lose any games the last 2 weeks. But maybe the Ohio State game. Steelers special teams coach Danny Smith suffered a torn rotator cuff after taking a hit on the sideline in the Packers game following a Jordan Love interception. Dang, first time we're seeing a coach on injured reserve. AFC North is wild, man. Even coaches and mascots ain't safe from injured reserve. The Ravens will be using their all-black uniforms against the Bengals tonight. Their all-black uniforms are so clean. Update. Hashtag Eagles. They have placed linebacker Nakobe Dean on injured reserve per the team. Nakobe Dean's always injured, man, it feels like. I think he's a good player, it's just he's always injured. Sadly. So, Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson, if he was a Creed fan growing up, quote, no, it's not. The only Creed I knew was the boxing movie. I didn't know about Creed until Kirk Cousins started playing in the locker room, end quote. His youth's kind of showing right there. I mean, I'm sure he could be a fan now. But I probably doubt it. Come on, Mr. Jefferson. Come on. So the parents of Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and the parents of Taylor Swift are expected to meet for the first time during Monday Night Football's Eagles-Chiefs game. Be at ET now. Yeah, can't wait to see her non-stop the whole game now instead of seeing the actual game. It's the most useless and pointless storyline of the season. Like, come on, we want to watch the Eagles and Chiefs Super Bowl rematch on Monday Night Football. Probably the biggest Monday Night Football game of the year. We don't want to see the parents of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Who gives a shit? Like, come on. Trending, hashtag Texans QB CJ Stroud was asked about people talking about him as an MVP candidate. It's been cool to be in the MVP talk, but just like they love me just like they'll love me this week, then they'll hate me next. He leads the NFL in yards per game, 291.8, and fewest INTs thrown 2. It's glad people recognize some of the things that I've done, or as a team we've done. I don't think it's just me, but it's really cool to see. But still, at the same time, I just want more. I want to do better. I want to be as complete as I can. This game is a process and stuff like that. I love how humble he is. But he's definitely not wrong. One mistake, everyone will become a hate and say, oh, he's not an MVP candidate anymore. But a lot more new QBs are shown more like intelligence behind the ball. It's not be like, oh yeah, I'm an MVP candidate. The Raiders are the first NFL team with a black GM, black head coach, and black team president in history. It would be cool to have a black president and it just be the president, just a normal thing. Okay. Lions rookie running back Jahmyr Gibbs said that veteran running back David Montgomery let him have the goal line TD versus hashtag Chargers. I was supposed to come out, then David came out to me and was like, John, do you want the touchdown? This is the culture Dan Campbell keeps talking about. Just unselfishness. Monty's making that fantasy playoff push as a Gibbs owner. So per your report, Texas A&M reached out to Lions Dan Campbell to see if they can hire him, a source tells at Dennis Dodd, CBS. Campbell played college football at Texas A&M, and the school attempted to make a plan to hire him after firing Jimbo Fisher. After back-channel communications were initiated by the Aggies, it was made clear that Campbell would be staying in the NFL with the Lions. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, because that's his alma mater. It doesn't hurt them to try, but he ain't gonna leave the Lions. They're 7-2. He was never going. He has a too good of a thing to leave over there, with Detroit. Jets tight end CJ Uzoma has been liking tweets on social media from asking him to be benched, be cut, and retire. He's probably just doing it for self-motivation. He's been leading the pregame speeches all season for the Jets. He just needs to be play better and stop taking stupid penalties. So, Texans linebacker Denzel Perryman has had his suspension reduced from 3 games to 2 games for a violation of player safety rules. So instead of 3 games, it's 2 games. So yeah, there's that. That's all the NFL news I want to talk about. So, till next Mike Light. Peace.